Hi everybody. All right, I'm going to attempt something today. This is the first video that I'm making because Debbie suggested I do this, and I'm going to do a very quick little concealer video. First, please realize at my age, I don't expect to be able to cover everything or make myself look like I'm 20. All I'm trying to do is to kind of bring out the best me I can bring out, and with my dark circles and puffiness, that's really a hard endeavor. But I'm going to show you one way. I have been doing it two ways recently that I can help conceal my dark circles and puffiness, and I'm going to leave out one step because I forgot to bring the equipment in with me, but I'm going to try to make this as fast as possible. First things first, I don't know if you've noticed, but if you go like this with your concealer on, you don't see the lines or the puffiness. If you go like this, you will see them. It's the shadow created by certain positions. So if you see me during this video going, oh wow, she doesn't have any sir, whoa, she does, that's why. It's lighting, and that's why movie stars and models, they have the best lighting and they look their best. I'm just me, and I'm in my dining room with bright light shining in on my face, but like I said, I'm not trying to be 20 again. I'm just trying to help myself be 61. Anyway, first things first, I'm going to do one eye, and I guess I should actually take the hair back a little bit so it doesn't get in the way. Okay, all right. Okay, see? Doesn't look bad. Looks bad. First things first, let me remove one eye. I guess I will do this eye today because it's easy for me to get to. Elaine, if you're watching this, I'm using your physician's formula. I find that this works very nicely on, whoa. It works very nicely on anything that's not waterproof. But if it is waterproof, it doesn't work so good for me. So I'm just gonna very, very gently rub this. I'm not even rubbing, I'm just like basically gliding over. Ooh, lots and lots and lots. But I do want to get this off. All right. And then I will very, very gently remove what I have on. Oops, I think I put some more on. You have no idea how gently I'm touching. You do not want to rub or pull the skin under your eye, ladies, because that creates a world of more problems. Now, as you can see, I did have to tiny tug at it, but I bet you never realized that that's the difference. And even when I look back, you can see that one a lot more than the other one. I have serious dark circles. Growing up, it was very cute on a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old. Not so cute now. Okay, I want to bring you in. I'm going to be nice and share with you. Aren't you lucky? This is my crinkly, crepey, horrible under eye. Not good. But it's okay, because I've learned some tricks. So now that this is dry and the makeup is off, one word of advice. When you do your eyes, a lot of people will say just, and I do have a mirror behind me, so bear with me if I'm looking that way. It's hard to see in the little iPhone screen. But a lot of people will just work on this area right here. When you do your face with foundation at all, you do not want your face to look one dimension. In real life, nothing is one dimension. It's three-dimensional. So what you want to do, and what I do, or if you'd like to follow what I do, is I start on the corner of the eye, and first I do this area. But then I bring it down to the side of the nose and gently blend it up so it's almost like a triangle in this area. So the center of your face has this really nice light. I also run a very thin line down the nose, make a few lines up here and blend that in a lighter color than your foundation, and a little bit under your lip. Trick, if you want to make your lips look bigger, a darker shadow, a contour line, and blend it in. You can even use concealer around it, and it'll give you fuller lips, which is really nice. Anyway, okay, so the makeup is off under this eye. I'm going to show you what I do lately with the orange, peachy color. I've been using two things in particular. Let me see, this one and this one. One is an actual lipstick. This is pulling like crazy. You know what? Forget this. It's really bothering me. This is actually the one that's made by e.l.f. for this purpose, and it's a peachy stick, which you can roll up or down. And it's meant to diffuse, it cancels out the dark purple blue under your eyes. Same thing along the lines of a corrector, but this is in a stick and it makes it very easy. Or I use this lipstick that was given to me in one of my Ipsy bags, I think, once upon a time. I can't even read it anymore because it's covered over in something. Anyway, this is also almost identical in color to the e.l.f., as you can see. This one might be a little deeper, but they're both peachy. So let's go with the e.l.f. because that's really what it's made to do. And you can find that rather than find the old lipstick that I have here. First, let me do this. What I will do is very gently run this along the dark spot. Wherever you have that discoloration, very gently, and then just kind of tap it in a little bit. Do you ever notice when you go to do something under your eye, instantly you go, sometimes my cheeks pull and I go, why am I so uncomfortable? Oh. So you're going to see me do that and then try to catch myself. So just, dot that on and try to cancel out the fact that you're seeing purple and blue. Once that is on, now we have a choice. I have been using my Maybelline Age Rewind Dark Circle Concealer, Corrector, whatever you call it, in Neutralizer. And this is a very, I don't know, it's a forgiving color. It looks very light, but it does neutralize, and it's kind of nice. But what I'm going to show you is what I've been using lately, and it's two colors now. One works like this, and one works as the lighter color works as the actual concealer color. I'm starting to like the darker color better. These are both KKW. This one, number 7, is the darker one with peach undertones. And this one is for medium to light, and it's got warm undertones, number 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the peachy one first and never rub. Never. Just dot it on and go from there. And if you want to see the difference between the two, this is the peach. And I'll show you the number 5. Of course, you can go lighter, but these tend to run light. This is the lighter one. This is number 5. As you can see, different tones. I'm beginning to think this is a little too light for me, actually. Take that off. So with the number 7, which is the darker one with the peach undertones, what I'm going to do is just very gently make some lines over where I put that peach color, and being careful not to move it. And what I'll either do is use this great Sonia Kashuk. It's supposed to be a crease brush, but it's so soft and fluffy, and it's angled, so it really works nice on stippling this in. But I've been using my little mini beauty blender, which, please let me just advise you, in case you don't know this, you have to soak these things. You can't use them dry. They won't work dry. They will, but they won't do their job. Get this as fat as you can get it with water, squeeze out all the excess water, and then I put it in an actual towel and even squeeze it more so it's just damp. Then with the damp, I'm just going to very gently go over that orange peachy area with this first base of concealer. And you want to layer your concealers. If it hasn't done enough, you have dark circles like I do, you want to layer this on. Okay, so you can see that's vast improvement already. Once that is on, I'm going to take the lighter one, which is the number 5. There we go. And I'm going to start to really try to conceal here now. So what I'm going to do is just put it on, and I like to bring it up to here, and I go down to here, and I'll show you why. You want to give yourself that 3-dimensional look. No face is 1 dimension. You need 3 dimension. A little concealer here, a little concealer down the nose. I'll show you this area of the cheek and sometimes under here too. So once I have this on, what I'm going to do is very gently just blend, tapping it in. I am not rubbing. I am tapping in place. Up from there, along the side of the nose, and just tapping it until it's blended. This might not be enough first time. There goes the mouth again. this looks so bright, and it's really not. Until you feel that you blended. I don't know why it looks as bright as it does in this light. It's really not. But I'm seeing it on the iPhone screen, and it looks so bad. And you can see that took away a lot. Now, it really looks good in my light, but I'm going to go over it with the darker shade one more time, very lightly, because I feel like it's coming out too bright. Just a little bit more. And then I noticed I was doing this again. Now I'm going to show you something tricky. I like to bring mine up because I like that demarcation when I'm doing my bronzer or my blush on the cheekbone, and it makes it stand out more when you've got that little bit of highlighting up there. So you bring it down this far so that it doesn't look like you just put raccoon eyes on. It kind of blends and it looks more natural. Okay, let's say you like that. Before you set your eye, here is a word of advice. And I have found this happens with almost every concealer. These KKWs are great for this reason, and the reason is they don't settle that much into fine lines and wrinkles, which are great. Now, what I will do is I will go in close and I will pull this way. And sometimes in these lines right here, I will see some settling. And you want to do that very gently. Don't pull too hard. Very gently before you set your eye, because you do not want to set those creases. And then once you have everything in place, which I think I do right now, I take my wet beauty blender. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't show you what I'm using. Cheapest, fabulous Airspun, Coty Airspun. Walmart, I think it's $6 or $7, and you get this tub that's going to last you your lifetime. This is the translucent, yep, just plain translucent powder. Comes with your puff if you want to use it on your face. I also love Becca Hydra Mist. Oh my goodness, it goes on like, it feels like it's wet, but it's not wet, and it's just so finely milled that you would never know you have powder on your face, and it sets all your makeup. So what I do is I just take a little tiny dusting of that, take my beauty blender, and really rub it into the beauty blender, and then very gently tap it in. And that sets the highlighter. I mean the concealer for the rest of the day. And it doesn't make it look bad either. So that's how I get rid of the majority of my circles. It's not always perfect, but it is a lot better than what you saw before when I took the makeup off. I hope this helps you. If you have any questions, please put them below. Love you guys. Bye.